You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and I have a new kit for you today. This is the Superman Super Dough kit, where I get to model my own superhero. Based off of DC Comics, there's other superheroes in the series, but I got the Superman. So let's see. Non-toxic, it says up here. Do it yourself. Easy, soft, fun, creative. All right, well, I'm going to try all those different things. I hope it's easy, because I'm not the best at modeling things. Let me just open it up for you right now while we're here. And then I'll get it all out of the package here. Nice little colorful red sleeve. Okay. And then here is the larger pack. It's got red, blue, and looks like the tan for his face. And then you have this one here, which has two yellows, a white, and a light blue. So it's got the darker blue and the tan. So I'm not sure yet how this is all going to pan out. This looks like black, right? The black color. Then you have a red cutter, two red cutters. Different tools. You have a guidebook. All right, that's going to help. I need that. Do it yourself. How to refresh and reuse your dough. All right, here's the color chart, so I can follow the color chart. And then it looks like the steps. So you make a ball. Now, it doesn't tell you how big. I wish I'd give you a little, size charts there, so you know exactly how big to make it. But we'll just have to estimate there. And how to make the face, the eyes. All right. All the different component pieces. Here we go. This one's definitely going to be a challenge for me. When I come back, I'll be a little bit more organized, and I will get started. Well, I am set to go. I just reviewed the instructions just to see if there was any more details there, and there isn't. I was really hoping that they'd give me some size comparisons, because this ball here looks to be smaller than that ball there. So, what are you comparing your size to? How do you know exactly what to start off with? I was hoping there'd be some kind of size chart. So let me get out the black. It's got a much different kind of smell than any kind of putty or dough that I've ever smelled before from anything I've ever done. It's a pleasant smell. It's not that it's unpleasant. I don't want to say it's a chemical smell, but it's almost reminds me of walking into the dentist. I don't know why, that smell. Let's see. So there's a seal on top plus the seal around. I'm going to try to use their tools as much as possible. Come on, there you go. Yeah, it's almost candy-like smelling. Let's see what this one smells like. Then I'm wondering, are each of these colors separated for the amount you need? Yeah, that smells the same. Yeah, the black is a little bit different. I can't say it's exactly the same. Maybe it's just the quantity in those. All right, here, there's tools. Use their tools. So I see the size of the ball based on this person's fingers here. It's nice that everything's protected and covered. So would this be the exact amount for his head? That's the question. Let's take a look at this. And it might be, based on that, is it the exact same color as that? I'm going to say yes. Okay, look at it. It's got an interesting, almost foamy-like feel to it. Pretty cool. So let's see. You think that's big enough to be his head? It doesn't tell you anywhere here. I didn't see about warming it up. Let's see. Do it yourself is water-based, so it naturally dries when it comes in contact with air. It can be refreshed or even reused by adding water and kneading well again. Okay. After about 30 minutes in the air, the outer layer becomes dry. Ooh, let's cover these back up. We don't want those to dry out. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see now. Does that look big enough for a head? So if my fingers were there, it looks kind of small. Let's take a piece of this out. And this is definitely too big for a head. Yep. I'm going to take some of this with this. This will be my superhero head. That looks about right. And look at that, it's like stretchy. That's cool stuff. It's like a cross between silly putty consistency and a Play-Doh. It's like those mixed into one somehow to make this unique stuff. It's got a very pleasant smell, almost like hand sanitizer, cleaner. Like I said, going into like the dentist's office, you get that clean, minty. No, it's not minty. All right, let's go. Nice and smooth. Let me take this ring off. Gonna take a while to get through this, so if I stop at any point, it's just to give myself a quick break. I still see like ridges. Okay, that's a little better. All right, so they've got it down like this. And they're gonna push down like this. Okay. Let's do it that way. A little bit more pushing. Okay. And cross under his nose. Like this. See that? And then a mouth. So this is shaped like this. There's my happy-go-lucky head. Okay, so there we go. I would say looks like a good start. Now, two little dimples. So they use the pointer here. Now, they show it kind of not being in your hand when you do it. So dimple up here. And dimple up here. Okay. Now a little bit of white and a little bit of blue. This is the coolest stuff. So a flat circle. So I'll just make a little balls, two little balls. That's what I'll do. See, I wish they'd have the little size there, and you could just put it on there and hit the size you want, just exactly, so you know exactly what you're supposed to have. That makes it easier for us modelers that don't really do this very often. Okay, there we go. Here, I'll set them up here so you can see them better. Flat, flat, and then a little bit of blue on those. The light blue. It's got baby blue eyes. Okay, here we go. Let's see if these tools help me in any way. There's one. And there is two. Okay. And those lines get pressed inside this area. How's he looking? Is he looking happy? There he is. There's my happy face. All right, so that's 5, 6. 7 is the black. All right, let me put my white away. Gotta remember to cover these. Okay, oh, I just knocked your head over, buddy. Sorry. Here, you can go over here. A little safer. Okay, so they don't... It's got a smell I'm recognizing. I just can't seem to pinpoint it. Okay, so it's a flat disc. It almost looks like another circle that they pressed. Let me just start it that way. And it looks pretty thick, so I think I need a little bit more. It's got to cover the whole back of his head. Okay. That looks too big. Let's see. Well, it's not too bad. But I want it a little thinner. How's that? We started on the top here. Okay, and then they form it around. There, I'll give him a little weave in the back, a little hairstyle in the back, right? Okay, there's my head. Now 2 little ears. Just make little balls and push them in. Okay, and then poke holes in his ears, all right. Now, what are we on? Here's where I'm at. Okay, hair done, ears pushed in, and then, oh, they showed his blue eyes going on and being pushed down, so I did that differently. They show his eyebrow and a little wisp of hair in the front in black. So let me put this back in here. Let's see. Let's just take need a skinny piece. This is kind of nice. You could just stretch it out. Look at that. There's his little eyebrows. See, which tool do I like? Okay, so this has got a serrated edge. This is flat. This has got that scooper. This is a pointy, pretty much all flat, almost like a surfboard. Let me just cut this off. Roll this out nice and even. Let's get this out of the way. That's about 2 eyebrows, huh? There's 1. And the second one. This one looks better. Nice. Okay, now the wisp of hair. A wisp of hair. It's going to do something like that. It's connecting to his eyebrows. That's the problem. Oh, look at that. How that's stuck. Sorry, buddy. That's too big of a wisp. See, right there you could tell my hair might be just a little bit too much forward, but there. Looks like he's got like a... Well, we'll just leave it at that. All right, so now, pack up my black. I think I want to keep my black in the plastic. I'll keep that here. I think I'm done with the black for now anyway. So here's what we have. There's my little guy, and now blue. So I'll just use this, well, blue's his body, so I'm guessing this is not enough. This one's big. If I hold this up to this proportionately, I'd say that looks pretty... Oh, don't touch. I forgot. See what happens when you touch? Look at that. See what I mean? It's almost like... what's that stuff? See how that breaks apart? I don't think I've ever seen or played with anything so much like this. That's why I said it's kind of like silly putty. Okay, there you go. Enough playing. All right, so make a big ball and shape it like an egg. Here we go. There. Now some red. This wraps around that. Kind of like his bottom half of his outfit. Too big. Okay. That looks better. They show it like this. Then your egg. This goes on top of here. Yeah, I'll show you what I'm doing. So 11, 12. Okay, and then a yellow strip. I don't even want to attempt to stick this on there yet just to see if it's the right dimension, but it looks like I need just a little bit more. All right, I think that's good. I'll cut it if I need to. And then a flat, square piece. Okay, that doesn't work because my top section here has got texture to it, so it's putting texture onto this. Yeah, I'm not sure I like this piece. They show it really square, almost like you can cut it. Here's what I think I want to do. Let's see if you can cut this stuff. Okay, that's a little better. A little thin in spots. This one's going to be a little bit harder to do to get perfectly the way you want it. That was a little thin there. Okay, how's that for a belt? Okay, I think this right here is the best side. Actually, I'll use this as the belt buckle where that bulge is. I think we're good to go there. It's like an oval shaped piece. There. Okay, now, here we go. Arms and hands. Now, it doesn't look like they're using white there, so maybe this tan is the perfect size for 2 hands. Oh, that looks big. This looks like the right size right there. So there's my 2 pieces for that. Let's put our yellow back in. And I need blue. This is where I get scared. I think, oh man, did I use the wrong amount and I won't have enough to finish him off because I got to get legs and arms out of this. So I need 4. 1, 2, see? Not enough blue. That's where this is where I get frustrated sometimes. You try so hard, but then you don't have the best instructions for quantity. You really need to know the quantity because you don't want to get to the end like this and find out you don't have enough blue. So we will make do. So let's say I give him little stubby Superman arms. How's that in here? Okay, so let's go back a step. All right, so now I'm making this piece and this piece. So it looks like a piece like that. Okay, a little bit less. Let's remake these in the balls. I think after the arms, I'm going to take a little break. And then 2 little pointies. They kind of look like this. Theirs are much pointier, so make it pointier. I'm going to say it's pretty fun, though. I mean, I'm not too good at doing this modeling stuff. Close. This one's a little bit bigger. Okay, so now look. Got this like this. They show this up here. Then this one in here. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a quick break here. When I come back, let me move this all out of the way. Let it dry. I don't want it to dry. So I'll put it back. And when I come back, I will do his legs. All right. It's about a 10-15 minute break. I realized too that I restuck my legs together. I'd already separated them, but that's okay. Just trying to make them even. Now, I'm on the legs. I'm on step 17, so the final assembly. He's going to have very short and stubby legs. And some red for his shoes and feet. All right, so let's see. Let's just try to make it a little bit bigger than that, than the blue. Those legs are kind of like that. And then taper just a little, so they're flat on the top, rounded, but also tapered. There we go. Close enough, I think. Once I squash them, you won't be able to tell much. And now some big feet. Let's see, size-wise, it's really close. How is it? It's taking shape, huh? It's not too bad. So I gotta make an S, a cape, and a couple more details. Okay, here we go. There's his shoe. One shoe. Those are pretty close. Now his legs, the shorter, smaller part of the taper down. Oh yeah, he's got some cool shoes, man. Look at him. Okay. Now set this like this. They don't show it completely together, his legs. So one here and one out here. Okay. Now the S. Ooh, I gotta make the S. So it's a yellow plaque, like a diamond plaque for his chest. Here, you want to see where I'm at on the pieces? I'll zoom in a little bit. There's his head. Okay, so I guess everybody out there, if you see me doing it, then there's a very good chance you could easily do this yourself, because this is not one of my skills. But I do want to challenge myself, so I want you to also do the same thing. Don't be afraid to try different things. Okay, so it's really just a square, it looks like. This will be easier to cut, and then they angle it. Let's see if this is big enough. I recommend scissors. Works great on this stuff. Pretty close. Okay, and then I need to get my S on there in red. See how neat this stuff is? You just pull it, and it's easy to roll out once you do that. Look at that, see? Here we go. Yes, I get quiet when I start having to do something that requires a lot of thought, and that's going to stick, but I think we're okay. There we go. There's my S. Okay. Now his head goes on. Ooh. Very special moment. And then it falls off. Oh, look, his legs. I didn't realize his legs fell over. Let's get him a little bit better position now. I bet you because it's drying. So I might have to stick a little water in there to get him to stick. Which I don't have. Let's see if we can just balance it for now. Okay. Don't fall. And now there's a little piece that goes around. Oh, the cape. Let me do the cape. Don't. Stay. Lean them back a little. He's got a little something on him. Okay. Alright, so now a flat cape. Here again, I suggest scissors. Man, they show pretty thick too, so I'm going to thicken this up. So just get it to the thickness you want and then chop it to the shape you want. That's going to help his head. Dun, 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 dun. Don't fall. Okay, so now he's just got a little piece that goes around his neck. And you got a lot of leftover here, so you really can go nuts here. You don't have to stop playing. Da-da-da-da-da, Superman. All right. Let me take another quick break, come back, clean up a little bit. I'll clean up a little bit, and we'll check him out in close detail. All right, so does he look like theirs at all? There's theirs, and there's mine. And then a couple things I noticed, like here, the way his ears and his hair are different than mine, so I didn't really see that perspective here. It looks like it's closer there, so, you know, you just do your best. Here, I'll zoom in to see both. There, and then I'll give him a little spin on his pedestal. He's flying. Whoosh. Now, he's probably going to end up drying a little bit. And here's what I want to do. I want to check out, like, mixing a couple colors. Let's see if we can mix this with a red and see how easy it is to get orange. So here's the relationship. Look at that. Red plus all that yellow equals a big chunk of orange. So a little bit of red and a lot of yellow. So since I'm going to just use this, we'll just see what it does and how it works. And how long it takes for it to start to change colors. It's already starting, see? I really like this dough. It feels unique in your hands. It's got this nice soft texture. It's very soft and it just feels good. Nothing comes off on your fingers. Look at that, a nice orange. Okay, next to this color, as you can see now, the difference. Now let's take a little white and a little of the red. Let's see if we can get a pink. There's my Superman. He's still hanging in there. In the back. See him back there? He's doing okay. Look at that. It's super stretchy, but it breaks like silly putty. Good stuff. And come to think of it now, I might have tried something similar to this. I got to go back in my stuff and see if I could find something similar. Now, I would have used a little bit more white to make this pinker. It's like candy. It kind of does feel like some of the Japanese candies, but not sticky. Okay, how's that? So this is a pink now. See that color compared to that color now? Now look at the colors we have. I probably could have put more white in there. Now let's try mixing a blue and some yellow. So it looks like a little bit of blue and a lot more yellow. Uh-oh, he's leaning forward like he's ready to take off. And this should get me a nice green. It's already starting to turn green. Now that was a light blue, it wasn't the dark blue, so it's not going to be probably as vibrant a green. It'll be like probably a light mint green. Pastel, how's that? You see now that I play with it, gets stretchier when you heat it up. Alright, so there is that color. So I've made 3 colors. Pretty neat stuff. And look, he's leaning forward. Let's zoom right in on him before he takes off. Let's see if I can fly him out of here. Whoosh, without his head rolling off. Bloop, bloop, whoosh. So what do you think overall? Looks like a fun kit. I think so. And there's a whole bunch more in the set that you can get. And then you can always just make whatever you want with the dough. I don't think you have the super dough, they call it. There's no limitations here. Just do whatever you want. Except when he wants to fall over. There. That's it. Get better there. I think I'm going to keep him. And maybe one day, like in the next couple of weeks, we'll check back and see how he has hardened and how he has changed. But for now, it's the Superman Super Dough set. And thanks for watching. It's really appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the video. And thanks again for sharing, liking, subscribing, and supporting Lucky Penny Shop. We really appreciate it. Later. If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
pick it up.
Thanks for watching.